It's an All-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. The Hornets hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. Now here is Holiday. Brown outside. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Now off the inbound. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Out to Miller. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Now here is Holiday. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Miller. And it's blocked by Brown.
And that's what active hands on D gets you. Brown got just enough of that one.
Davis surveying the floor. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. And it's Towns on the follow.
Great activity level on the board. Impressive. Wow.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. You can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And getting that large wingspan in the way and creating plays. Miller's basketball IQ showing through on that steal.
Now here's Brown. Uncovered. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Pretty impressed by Brown's shot selection. I mean, he's definitely capable of knocking these types of shots down consistently.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23 at the time.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man. Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Here's Kamara. Here's Miller. And Davis pulls it down.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Coming onto the floor for Boston, number 44, Jonathan Isaac.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. There's the lob to Brown. It's taken away by Peyton. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
Brown outside. Pass to Eason. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Ball. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Miller, right side. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 5. Lobbed up there for Miller. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
The Celtics with the lead. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here is Holiday. Back to Davis. To the inside. Eason. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Celtics up 1.
The Celtics 12.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
That's a 2 from Smith. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time, and on the target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Rondo with the steal. To the paint. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Bagley with the block. They retain possession. Screen by Gafford. Trent can't hit. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Pass to Gafford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marvin Bagley picks one up. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Clock at 4. Here's Rose. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Charlotte in the lead. Outside, Bagley. Smith outside. Back to Bagley. Bagley the screen. Loud pass to Bagley. Gafford with the steal. Trent with the wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Trent's got himself on the board with 3 there. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Rose, good. Rose has got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, how about the touch right there, guys? I mean, when Rose gets a chance to go with the floater, he takes advantage of it.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Substitution on the court.
Charlotte trailing. 1:41 left to play in the first half. Pass to Kamare. Poked away. And stolen by Eason. Down low. The steal. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Ball's got 9.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Here's Holiday. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
Just 5 to shoot. There's Miller with the 3. It's good from long range. Miller's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hornets.
And great play by the young guy. Miller doesn't let the clock disrupt this motion.
Here's Davis. Davis doing his thing inside. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Inside. And LaFrance gets it to go. And the Hornets lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Brown outside. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Payton. Off with the layup. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets lead by 1. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. There's the pick. Pass to Kamare, and it's Ball in the corner. Isaac with the steal. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Here's Davis. Over LaFrance. Cloak loose. Stolen by Ball. And the foul on Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Ball. Left side, Miller. Three-pointer.
And Brown just doing a nice job using his body well at the defensive end of the floor. He's a physical player who I think does a really good job challenging shooters.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And here is Ball. He's got 9. Miller outside. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Well, when he puts his head down now, Holiday is like a controlled bull heading into the ring. A lot of ferocity, but it's under control.
Ball. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 8 points.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Pass to Miller. Outside, Payton. Back to Miller. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Brown. It's rebounded by Towns.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
But look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-footer has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from 3 over his career. It's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So it's the Hornets now. Now Rondo, still without a basket. Bagley with a wide open look. Charlotte no good that time either.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Towns down low. Here's Eason. And Winslow pulls it down. 3 on 3. For 3, Smith connects from 3-point range. Smith's got the lead up to 3 now for Charlotte.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Pass to Brown. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. 1:53 left to play in the 3rd. Here's Rondo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 5-point Hornets lead.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Towns with the steal. Back to Davis. And they get it back.
Inside offense almost seems too easy for Davis, but it's not. I mean, you have to have a lot of confidence, strength, and skill to score against that kind of defense.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Rose. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rose has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
Towns, the screen. And it's Rose penetrating. Misses from close range. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's Smith missing. Boston trailing.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Towns wide open. Here's Davis. And he elevates for the slam dunk, and Marvin Bagley did not like that.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
The Boston team, 35.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Pass to Eason. To the middle. It's tipped. And stolen by Miller. Shot from the wing. He can't get it to go.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. Charlotte making a switch here.
Number 15, Malcolm Brogdon.
It's taken away by Pick. And here's Brogdon from the arc. And Davis pulls it down.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Round with it. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Here's Miller. Oh, wow, man.
Getting creative in the air. He can finish above the rim in a lot of ways, and they're all fancy.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. Inside. And it's Towns missing. Pass to LaFrance. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And the Hornets making a change here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." Can they get it done? We'll see. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers have helped them put points on the board and in their pocket. At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Outside, Towns. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Towns has got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Towns. Brown drives in. Eason. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Pass to LaFrentz. No good with the triple.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Took him no time at all on that one.
3 points.
And the Celtics lead by 10.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as their shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Brown. And Holiday has it in the corner. The Celtics working the ball around now. Eason gets a wide open look. The kick out to Holiday. Goes up again. And it's Gary Payton II with the foul.
Gary Payton II.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
1:09 left to play here in the fourth.
Should be a nice win here for the Celtics.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Davis.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Ball. Pass to LaFrentz. Over Davis. And the shot no good, a bit short. And it's the Celtics ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up.
I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. The way that I'm dropping, you can never stop the flow. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. You can never stop the flow. Yeah. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run up a check and then double up. I got no time for the camera. Like a spatula. I whip a face like tarantula. Won't cuff no, I'm a bachelor. Wait. Yeah. Check it like I'm Jackie Chan. Straight off the hip, Yosemite Sam. I want them chips like the Pringle Man. My money long like a lifespan. I got it on, ain't no helping hand. Serving and spitting. Businessman, I move like an entrepreneur, so I ain't got the time for no. I cannot take a detour, cause I'm trying to make it to Forbes. If it ain't about the dollars, I'm bored. I'm plugged in the game like a cord. Be in the Honda. If you see me, just keep moving forward, cause I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. Never no stack. It's all about the give and go. I'm in business mode. Yeah, I'm in business mode. The way that I'm dropping. You can never stop the flow. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. You can never stop the flow. Yeah. I'm in business mode. 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 Yeah.
best. Excuse me while I flex. That's to my left. You're bad with bad. For bags I do conquest. Find bag then I collect. No, that love. Like geeks know every spec. Both I, oh yes. It's like I'm grandma.